I'm going to start off with a big effing whopping thank you to the viewers of my Trias Verasity Multivac videos that are all wrapped in one. Y'all keep coming back. The views of these for my channel and the amount of subscribers I have is maintaining, pretty phenomenal type of stuff, which I wanted to say thank you because, a raw thank you, but also more of a congratulatory type of thank you, because I think that this group of people who are watching these videos on my channel, I think you have a strong chance of finally seeing the glory. Also, among the group that will, live through, not as in die physically, but rather get through a crypto winter, a crypto bear market, I think a large majority of you will. But within that portion, I think a lot of you will also ride these coins down a lot farther than you need to, which is okay. I did the same thing for my first, bear market as well. So even, regardless of which person you are, if you've already sold out type of deal, or you've sold half or none, you're just writing it, that's fine. I think you'll end up seeing the glory. Will it take quite a bit to see glory? Yeah, it's probably going to be 2023. Therefore, hold and tether might be a good idea. But in this video, I want to show you when you know that the odds of it could go up, it could go down, or it can go sideways when they flip. Because right now, it could go down is by far the most likely scenario for each of these. And there is nothing in sight that shows that that's going to change anytime soon, unfortunately. But I want to give you the exact tools so that you can know when the odds of those three possible options of what price can do. It can't go left, right? Go up, down, and right, or / sideways. That's the only way. It's like an old NES, Nintendo controller. You only have four ways to go, all right? Or so, but in price, you only have three. And so right now, it's definitely strong probability down. I want to give you the tools to know when you start having a flipped probability of you might get a rally. Maybe not a whole recovery up to all-time highs, but a rally up to a certain point. And I'll show you to which points that those rallies could go if a rally were to start. But as of right now, nothing's rallying. Even though it looks like MTV might be, it's not. So that's what we're going to do. Let's dive in and let's get going. I guess I'm starting off with MTV. That's the one I wanted to start off with, actually, because it had the biggest rally. However, check this out. This is what I'm going to show you. Watch. One line, the daily 55. If it's below it, it's still falling. Period. Let me get off my bleed boxes. If it's below that blue line, it is still falling. There is no other way about it, okay? Check it out. So, below the blue line is bad. Above the blue line, generally good. Back below it, generally bad. Back above it, generally good. Below it, bad. Above it, good. Now we're below it, bad. So right now, the statistics of it, if you were rolling one die, 1 through 6, it's essentially rolling a 1 is essentially going up, rolling a 2 is going sideways, and 3 through 6, rolling a 3 through 6 are your odds for more down. And that's what your odds are right now. All right. That's literally the odds. There aren't many odds saying it's going to go above this any farther than the blue line. Really. And it might actually be more like 1 through 12, where this is, so if you're rolling 2 dice, it'd be 1 through 2. This would be a 3. And this would be, almost like 4 through 12. It's way more likely to be going down at this point. But that blue line, which is the daily 55, it is available for free on TradingView. Just look at it. So this rally, a lot of people, and even I think BitBoy, I was listening in on it as I was looking at the charts, and he mentioned Multivac today on his channel. I can't remember how far in. It might have been about 20 minutes through his Q&A. I think it was during the Q&A section. I don't mean to mention other YouTubers on my channel, but he talked about it today. So technically, and I'm doing that for a TA thing because he talked about it. It could get a pump above there, but because a big YouTuber talked about it, I would honestly use that as a chance to sell into that rally or, hold some tether when I wasn't holding tether because I held too much of this asset. Because right now it has a better chance to go down. And because a bigger YouTuber just talked about it, if it goes above this line, I would look at that for a sell opportunity. I'm telling you. All All right. So the only reason I mentioned a big YouTuber, and I'm not saying, you know, any positive, negative, or even neutral things, just a factual statement. It was talked about on a large YouTube channel. Therefore, from an analysis standpoint, it could go above there. And if that does happen based off of that, then I would sell into the rally because it's probably going to drop right back below. So it'll be a fake out, something like this. Somebody, and this might have been what happened. Somebody talked about it and then went straight back down. It's just the way it is until it uses it as support. I would sell into that rally if it happens, folks. And so that's the first thing. And I'm going to do about the same analysis on all three of those. So blue line, below blue line, bad. But what's even worse than bad, okay? What is even worse than bad is when the blue line goes below the orange line. It's even worse. So let's go check that out. The orange line is the daily 200 EMA. Takeoff price is blue below orange. Yes. During Wyckoff, big drop down on Multivac. Did blue cross orange? No, it did not. It skim played. The last time blue was below orange, look how long it went down. Look. 2 years. This is bad. This is bad. So every time that, you know, let's say that price gets above the blue line, until the blue line is above the orange line, that rally is probably going to fail. Most likely. I'm telling you. It's going down, folks. It's going to go a lot lower. It's going to go so much lower. And that would be my 2 lines in the sand there on how to tell when your probabilities are flipping. So in terms of the probabilities rolling to die, if you can come above the blue, bounce on it while the blue's still below, you know, your odds of going up increase just a little bit. So on that die, it might be rolling 1 through 2. If price can stay on top of the blue line with the blue line above, then honestly, your odds, you know, for going up might be 3 through 6. It might be a better than 50-50 chance that you have some type of sustained rally, you know, for over a month, if those 2 conditions happen. But only getting over 1 without using it as support, it's still more likely to go straight back down. Your odds only flip when you go both above it and use it as support. Then your odds of going up flip very specifically. So use these free tools. They're simply EMAs. I can link you to how to set up a chart at the end of the video. It'll be the most valuable 28 minutes in crypto you've ever spent. If you don't know how to set up a chart, I promise you. Again, I'll link you to that at the end. All right. And then the third line of defense is Multivac is still falling until it gets past this 45-degree angle period. It's that simple. And so even with those probabilities flipping, blue gets above orange, you know, price gets above blue while blue is above orange, it's still falling when it enters here. That's simply where a first macro lower high will be formed, and that would be equivalent to Bitcoin getting up to 55K. So if Bitcoin were to go on a rally, you know, sometime soon, you know, end of January or February, you could draw this 45-degree angle from the top, and that's where Multivac's going. If Bitcoin were to get around 50K or above, it's going to enter this, and it's probably going to drop right back down. So it's still more likely to drop until it gets above it and use that support. Then your odds of a full-on, not just a rally, but a, you know, bull market for this one asset, that's when your odds flip to being bullish from a macro sense. But from, you know, even if it came down here and it came all the way up, that's when I would stop being bullish. I would essentially, I would sell, you know, not financial advice, but I would sell into that rally from a personal standpoint. And that's your third layer of defense. So you have step 1 is blue line. Step 2 is orange line. Step 3 is your 45-degree angle projector tool. And that's it. And right now it's falling, and it's going to go a lot lower, folks. And from a visual standpoint, let's go ahead and put on the macro range. You just got rejected by the blue. You could make a higher low, come test it again, get above it, something to that effect, and start working your way up. And I think that could happen in February. That could be what happens. But until then, it's still more likely to come down to this pink box, you know, at your 0.004. That is by far the most likely scenario at this point. As you can see, the blue below blue line, bad, keeps going down and down and down. And it's the same for all 3 of these coins. I'm telling you, it's the same thing. They're going to go a lot lower. I'm trying to help y'all, you know, not be somebody like me who went through the whole 2018, 2019 watching my shit go down. I'm trying to help you here, trying to help you. All right. And this is the time in the video to go ahead and hit the like button for me. Get your flip your phones or get flipped off. And I don't know why I can't change my freaking screen here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so flip your phone, just hit the damn like button for me. Help me continue making videos for you. For me, leave me a comment down below on. So if you are a fan of Verasity, Trias, or Multivac watching this part here, let me know the coin and the ultimate low that you think your favorite coin among these three will hit. So just give me, so say the name of the coin, you know, Multivac or Trias, and give me an exact number. For example, Trias $2.13, which is actually kind of my guess. You could say that if you're a big fan. Or if you're a fan of all three and you like all three, then guess for all three. Say Trias, you know, this amount, all that stuff. Let me know down below, and it's going to help, you know, everybody scrolling through. It's going to be interesting to follow up on this video to see what everybody's thoughts are. And make sure you've subscribed, hit that bell, because hitting the bell and selecting all alerts will help me deliver time-sensitive information to you, especially for folks who like these three coins. I'm going to keep covering these coins if you keep coming back. So make sure you hit all alerts. And if you're already subscribed and you don't know if all alerts are hit, just test it. Just hit subscribe again and make sure the all is selected. And let's dive back into these charts. Follow me on Twitter, 𝘾𝙤𝙣𝙣𝙗2, 𝘾𝙤𝙣𝙣𝙗 number 2. Turn on your microphone and camera and ask me questions directly and live. Links to the Discord community in the description section of all my videos. If joining a community is simply not your thing on a time-sensitive basis, then you can go ahead and hit the join button below this video, and a video will pop up telling you about your options to get exclusive material way above and beyond what is offered on YouTube. All right, there we go. Multivac. Let's move on to Verasity. Verasity. That's how you say it, right? Verasity. That's what everybody says. At least the cool kids say it like that. All right. Before we get into the EMAs here, same steps, same 3 steps. You bounced off the top of the bleed box, got rejected by this pink box. You're probably going to make a lower low. It's probably headed straight towards this number. So let's zoom in. Now, it might not go straight there, but if Ethereum tanks below its monthly 10 EMA, which you should watch my Ethereum videos, if it goes below there, this is heading straight towards this number. It's going to go straight there. I'm telling you. That is so in if then scenario, right? So if something, then this will very, very likely happen. So the if is if Ethereum breaks down below its monthly 10 EMA, which is on the verge of doing, okay, then cascade is going to happen with both Ethereum and Verasity and all these coins, but Verasity then will hit that number with a very, very, very high likelihood. Okay, this is on the verge of happening. Could a bounce here happen? Yes, on Ethereum, but if it doesn't happen, that's where it's going. So why write this stuff down, right? I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. I don't mean to be a bear, but then now is not the time to be bullish. It's simply not the time. That's the analysis that I got on it. And this very aggressive trend line, yeah, you could break up above it on a rally, but that still doesn't get you to the 45-degree angle. I mean, just a rough 45 right there, bam. Right? I actually kind of assume there's going to be a bounce relatively soon to get up, and it might, you know, come up to this box and then get rejected. I think that might be how it goes, or it might hit down here before it gets above that line. Or let's extend this line, make this less sloppy. Something like this. You know, I think one of 2 things will happen. Either a rally happens sooner or it happens just a little bit later. So if Ethereum and Bitcoin rally soon, it's going to go like this, get above, going to make a higher low. It's going to get rejected out of this box. Then it's going to come back down, probably in March. And that rally, if that were to happen sooner than later, the rally would probably end sometime in February. Probably mid to late February is when that would end. Option 2 is Ethereum can't stay above its monthly 10 EMA, and this comes down here, then breaks out of that, then comes up, rallies up, and maybe hits the orange. That'd be a big-ass rally, though. That'd be very, very tradable. And honestly, I'm thinking I have interest in buying Verasity at this line. I really do, especially if assuming it happens exactly when Ethereum's at 2,700. I'm probably going to pick some up on a personal level. Just FYI, as a YouTuber, I have interest in this line. And you don't have to as well. You can have a different line, not financial advice. This is simply my main idea here. And because I think it can make a really big rally, because I think a lot of people are going to be seeing this trend line unaware of the real line, which is the 45-degree angle, and they're going to rally into that once it breaks that, because it's a very aggressive trend line. And once it breaks, you know, bots are going to buy it, people are going to be buying it. It's probably going to rally up there. It's going to be a big rally whenever it starts. So if it, you know, goes down there first, it'll be double your money. If it happens from here, it'll go on a 65% rally, which is still pretty big. And that's how I see this happening. And from that point, I think, you know, best case, it comes down, makes a higher low, then rallies up with the whole market. Or in my opinion, I think it'll just start making lower lows and get back into the bleed box as opposed to staying in the happy range, which is the green area here. And so let's put on let's take off the bleed boxes here. which I don't have all this situated, so I guess I'm going to have to leave them on. I will put on my EMAs and once again, take off price. Look, prices. So one thing that's bad is prices below the blue line. That is bad. Blue crossing below orange, that is bad to the second power. It's super bad, right? Like, it's super bad. It's not good. It's not good. It's going to keep going down a lot. Now, sometimes price wants to rally into this, and maybe that was what this rally. Yeah, that's exactly what. Exactly. So you can already see price already tried to rally into that cross. It tried to undo it. Look, it might rally up to try to undo it one more time. It could. It really could. But I think that was it. I think that was your chance to, offload some veracity, is seeing this cross when two important lines cross, whether price is above it or below it. Price likes to go into that important cross, whether that means price going down or price going up. It doesn't matter. It often works the same way. And I think that was it. And I think this is the next target, folks. And again, if Ethereum can bounce here, yes, I think you're going to get a bounce. And I think it could be a quite aggressive one because of this aggressive trend line. People are going to see it, say, oh, it's bullish. And they're really going to buy the crap out of it. And it's probably going to go to the top of this box or wick above somewhere up here. I would have a target somewhere about, again, that's assuming Ethereum and Bitcoin rally either this week or next week, which I don't know is going to happen yet. It could hit it could hit close to just shy of a half a penny, right? But I think it would get very, very close to a half a penny. I think it would wick above this box. If Ethereum and Bitcoin were to rally this week or next, I think that would be the target. However, right now, man, it's looking more probable that's not going to happen. As of Monday, I was thinking it might be probable, but I think it's more probable this is hit before that rally happens. And then if that does, you can buy lower and actually, have a better gain. So that is going to be my play. I'm personally not interested in this. But if I do see Ethereum and Bitcoin starting to rock and roll and get sustainable, I'll probably pick up some veracity off this bounce of a higher low, and then I would play it from here up to there for maybe like a 40% increase, and I would sell it, about 40 to 50% increase. But again, once it gets above this trend line, it could be a big rally, but it's probably not going to happen until Ethereum and Bitcoin bounce. So draw this on your chart, all right? And then from this high back in September 4th, right? Just make a box. Okay, it's probably going to rally right into that box, and that's where you want to get rid of it to buy back more, and you're accumulating crypto with other people's money. And if you're not comfortable doing that stuff, then friggin' join the community, right? Hey, join the damn community, and you can come straight on the channel and ask me, like, what do I do now? I mean, I'll let you know what I would do in that situation. Yeah, and that's what I got on Veracity, but it's not looking good, folks. It's not looking good at all. And honestly, Trias is looking worse than all three of them. The last time I did an analysis, I thought that Trias actually had a chance for a bounce, but it gave it up real fast. It gave it up. Yeah, it didn't even want to rally up into. So you see how this. Let's check this out. You see how the blue is going below orange? So that is super bad. Bad to the second power, bad squared, right? Okay, well, its rally to try to undo that was very weak. So I think Trias is among the three coins, it has the best chance as of now. Things could change in 5 days. It could easily change. As of now, Trias will very likely hit the middle of its bleed box zone before the other two, is my guess. And you're looking at somewhere around $4. Okay, so the bottom of this bleed box is 250. I don't think it'll come. I think it'll get a really good bounce from about somewhere, 4.25 or something like that. But I think in terms of which of these three hits the middle, so I have a middle zone at each of the bleed boxes for each of these three. As of now, and again, things could change, Trias has by far the best chances from a rolling dice statistical standpoint to hit that before the other two, because this rally to try to undo that cross, or to try to at least touch it, it failed. And this might have been that rally, anticipating a cross and it rallied into it, then it's not looking good. And once it gets below this point here, there's nothing stop. It's gonna go here. It's going to get a small bounce, and it's going straight there. That looks like what it's about ready to do. Would I play the Trias bounce at $4? Maybe. If Ethereum's hitting $2,700 and Trias very likely will be at $4.25 when that happens. I would maybe try Trias as well, you know, because it also has a very aggressive trend line here. Let me make that blue so you can see it better. And, you know, once it finally gets over that, which it won't have much trouble once it's down here, people are going to say, oh, it broke the trend line, and they're going to buy the shit out of it, and it's probably going to go on an 80% rally. I would probably try to play that. But that would be the mentality. Now, that rally probably won't withstand. I would be selling. I would only buy it in order to sell higher. I wouldn't be buying it from a investor standpoint. You know, not financial advice. I'm not providing financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is simply my thought process on the price action of Trias. You can do with it what you want, but that would be my play. But as of now, you have the bad squared situation. Bad to the second power. So it's bad times bad with blue below. Being just below the blue like this is bad. When blue goes below orange, that's bad times bad. It's really looking horrible, folks. It's looking bad for each of these three coins. And you know, again, this is why I'm trying to provide you really, really simple technical analysis, so you don't. My laptop just fell. There must be a ghost in my room. So you don't do what I did in 2018. So you don't do what I did. I'm trying to help you out here. These are the things to look for. Go ahead and watch my Ethereum analysis from yesterday, because this could be the key to if and when your probabilities of, you know, potentially up is going to happen. And if you don't know how to set up a chart, watching this video will be the most valuable 28 minutes of your crypto life. I promise you, under the conditions you don't know how to set up a chart right now, and some of the things I say don't make sense, like EMA. Click this in the middle here if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed. Make sure you hit all alerts, and you just got typified worldwide. Peace. Wait, that didn't work. Peace.